All right, good morning, everyone. Thanks to all the friends and family that came out today. It's really important that you come out and support these deputies. With the things that go on in the world today, you're just as important as anybody else in their life, more so probably, because when they come home, you're the ones that have to deal with this. So it's really extremely important that we have your support, and we realize the sacrifice you make a lot of times with missing birthdays, and like this weekend, everybody's working the 4th of July, so they don't get to be with their families when they're supposed to be. So thank you for being out here today and supporting them. We're going to start today with what we call the Patriot Ribbon. The Patriot Ribbon started after 9/11. It was initially given to all of the deputies that were on duty or working at the time that the tragedy of 9/11 occurred, but now it recognizes those individuals that have been with the Sheriff's Office at least 1 year. Now, some of you I know that have already received them, but probably didn't get the public recognition, so we're going to call up everyone that's due a Patriot Ribbon right now. Now, the first two, Cameron Bellinger and Matthew Dent, are not here, but we're acknowledging they're here. This next three is not only a year serving here, but a year of somewhat of a transition for them, since the animal services individuals that we're going to talk about in a minute started working for the Sheriff's Office. And I'm going to take a little minute to talk about what I learned in the year, because obviously they've been around a long time. But when I sit in front of that screen every day and get sometimes mesmerized by some of the calls you all receive and the sheer volume, but when I click on the notes, I mean, you're not normally dealing with dogs and cats. It's more like bats and snakes and rabid possums and raccoons and all kinds of stuff. It's amazing to me what I've learned in a year, the types of calls that you all deal with on a regular basis. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate what you do for the citizens of York County with all the things that you go through on a regular basis. So, getting their Patriot Ribbons, if you'll come forward, are Mitch Monroe, Melinda Trebathan, and Brittany Werlow. Congratulations. Congratulations, and thank you for what you're doing. Congratulations, thank you. Next, we're going to have years of service pins. And as I look at these that are saying 5 years, it seems like you all have been here a lot longer than 5 years. But if you'll come up as we call your name, first is Investigator and Deputy First Class Ben Andrews, 5 years of service. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
We'll get him afterwards. Next, Deputy First Class Nick Lewandowski. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. These are all 5-year pins. Next, Deputy First Class Holly Rondeau, 5 years. And we are especially excited to see the newest member of the Sheriff's Office here today, 5 years, Deputy Levi Rice. Another 5-year pin, Deputy Cody Seals. Congratulations, Cody. And a 10-year pin, Master Deputy Travis Marsh. Thank you for your service. And last with the years of service is the old dude, Lieutenant Jeff Charvel, with 20 years of service. You've been around forever. Next, we're going to acknowledge our newest investigator, Investigator Danielle Taylor. Congratulations. Next, the VFW Award, Deputy of the Year, Matt Overton, if you would come forward. So there was a really eloquent write-up done by retired Captain Frank Karate for Matt for this award, but I don't really need to read this to everybody here, because What everybody in this room really realizes is ever since we hired you, you have taken our training to a different level. I mean, the things that you've done with this program are unbelievable. I hear from the Academy people all the time that your idea of bringing on the newest recruits 6 or 7 weeks in advance is paying big dividends, although they're not thrilled, I don't think, about carrying that lunch pail around the parking lot when it's 95 degrees outside. But obviously it gives them a huge jump start on what they're doing. So thank you so much for what you've done for training for the York-Poquoson Sheriff's Office, and we hope you stay around for a much longer period of time.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes, sir.
And finally, we have 2 promotions that just recently occurred. They're already in their positions, but we're publicly acknowledging them today. So first of all, we've promoted Investigator Jesse Taylor to Sergeant Jesse Taylor in the Investigations Division. If you would come up, Jesse. Congratulations. And another thing that we need to mention about Jesse is he recently graduated from the 117th session of the Virginia Forensic Academy, which now makes him a certified crime scene specialist in the Commonwealth of Virginia. So congratulations on that. Thank you as well. And last but not least, we recently promoted Phil DeWong from Sergeant in the Investigative Division to Lieutenant in the Administrative Division. Phil, if you would come up, please. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. That concludes the ceremony for today. Thank you again. Have a great day.